Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Chernarus. Welcome back to the PlayStation private PvE server. Just going to have a nice little stream again tonight. Good evening, Corbin. Thank you for coming along. We are up in Starry Yar. So we're going to carry on around the road and then just trot along the north part of the map. I think we'll probably cap a few zombies. I should really probably practice some stealth kills on zombies, shouldn't I? But we've got plenty of ammunition, we're in good health, we've got good kit on, got a couple of guns. I've done a bit of inventory management while I was kind of waiting to start the stream, so we've got a little bit of spare inventory now. We picked up this rather natty witch's hat yesterday, which I'm pleased to say has a high insulation value, otherwise I wouldn't be wearing it. But I kind of enjoy this kind of outfit, you know, a mix of military, hunter, and we enjoy the fantastic game that DayZ is, especially on a day like this. Look at this sunshine. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? It looks absolutely marvellous. Absolutely amazing. Wow. So how's everybody been on this fine Tuesday in the various different parts of the world I know you guys are all from? It's been a lovely day here in the UK. Sunny as anything. Got some dried sheep meat in our backpack as well. Got a canteen full of water. I've got some dog food. I think we've got some tactical bacon, so there is no fear of us running out of supplies anytime soon. Only real danger is bears and wolves. But with the firepower we've got with our AK and our M4, I don't think you can think... Well, a wolf could be a problem. A wolf could definitely be a problem. Let's just check. Let's check we're going in the right direction. Yeah. Erderby Freak, good day, sir. Corbin says, just doing a flight from Heathrow to Funchal. Hopefully the game won't crash. I put a screenshot of the flight sim chat. Ah, right, nice. Playing the amazing game that is Flight Simulator. I was flying around the Normandy beaches today, World War II beaches. Did a video about how to find them. Fantastic, love that game, so cool. So cool. I kind of keep saying that I think DayZ and Flight Simulator have got... There's just something similar about them, isn't there? I know there aren't any infected in Flight Simulator and you can't kill each other. But especially if you're into just kind of wandering around the world like this. Flight Simulator is very similar to that. Because you can just take off from anywhere or start flying anywhere and just fly around. It's just brilliant. Really, really good. Corbin, have you did you see any of my videos about joining the Microsoft official fly-ins on a Friday night? They're definitely worth doing. I did the one, I've done two now, one through Scotland, and then we did one through France to the Asobo's headquarters in Bordeaux. Really good it was. You've got like 50 people flying together. Absolutely fantastic fun. Nice, looking forward to update 6. Yes, it's Germany, isn't it? Is it Germany? World Update 6? If I can get my streaming setup working to YouTube, I'll stream some Flight Simulator as well, I think. The thing is, on the PlayStation 4, it's incredibly easy to stream to YouTube. Just hit a button and it starts. Xbox doesn't stream straight to YouTube. It'll stream straight to Twitch. But I do have a little capture card that I can use. It's just that my laptop's very old and isn't very good at doing it. And getting things like the sound settings right is difficult. I'm not quite sure why I'm here at this industrial area. Oh, I bet I'm looking for a... Good evening, Dan Dews. Thank you for coming along to the stream. I'm probably looking for a truck, aren't I? That's what I thought about coming up here. Though I think I might have to do a sneaky vehicle reset to release the vehicles back into the general loot economy. I don't really need anything else, to be honest. The long-term plan for coming on this loop to the north was to find another vehicle, because I have got a truck back at my base, but my base is up at the ski resort, and it's a bit of a pain going up and down the mountain, and I thought I would be a little bit greedy and have two vehicles for doing it. One to stay at the bottom, then one to kind of go up and down the hill, the truck to go up and down the hill. Ooh. Hello, fellas. And of course, all the zombies hear my suppressed gunfire. Okay, so next update, remind me to reduce the number of zombies. There's another one. Oh, I've just broke my suppressor. Wow, that really broke, didn't it? Not that I'm sure. It doesn't actually make that much difference, does it? Yeah, there's definitely way too many zombies. There shouldn't be that many zombies in a little place like this. Whinging Rob. Well, the problem is that with this, even with a suppressed gun, you start firing and they all start. They can all hear you, can't they? And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Right, okay, so no vehicles here. Have we got any spare bullets? 545 by 39. Let's have a look. There's another gun we can drop there. Another piece of kit we can drop. .762 by 54. Nope. 545 by 45. No, okay. We've still got 12 bullets in this mag, so it's enough for taking out quite a few zombies, which is nice. Corbin says, yes, I was going to join the one in France, but I was doing a joint flight with another Twitch streamer in the Alps. Ooh, sounds good. Another Twitch streamer, right, cool. Did they nerf the suppressor? I don't know, maybe they have. Maybe they have. I've been saying that, I mean, a suppressor or a silencer does only reduce the noise from a gun, doesn't it? It doesn't completely get rid of it, so I can maybe see where they're coming from. But it does seem like they don't make any difference. Maybe they make a difference to players. You know, players can't figure out exactly where you are in the same way that they can when you're using a non-suppressed weapon. The other thing that I want to do some streaming for as well, if we can get the Xbox set up streaming easily, is State of Decay 2. Because I don't know if you saw the Xbox, they always remind me of Rust, these. They're like the hemp bushes in Rust. State of Decay 2 has got a free expansion coming out, Homeland, that looks pretty good, and it's a good excuse to dive back into that. Oh, amazing game, State of Decay 2. Absolutely unbelievably good. If you enjoy DayZ, I mean it's only on Xbox, but if you enjoy DayZ, you'll love State of Decay 2. Permadeath, but instead of having just you've got a group of survivors that you've got to look after, and there's base building. Base. Yeah, I guess it is building, but it's base management as well, resource management, that sort of stuff. Really, really good. Very immersive. Very, very cool. And also it has stories in it as well. A few frame hitches here, not quite sure why. Bahar Taleb says, "Hey Rob, hope you're having a good day." I am. Are you, Bahar? Something says, "Hello, I'm still looking for a server to gamble on." Gamble? Goldman says, "Oh yeah, I've been playing that again recently." Oh yes, yes, yes. It's a good game, isn't it? It's a good, solid game, State of Decay. Good, solid game. Let's have a look at the map. Where am I actually running to? Krasno, maybe. I think we're going to see Call of Duty gameplay at the Gamescom tomorrow as well, which should be cool. Better than that, I'm watching your stream, Bahar. That's very kind of you to say so. Thank you very much. Coolman says, "I get upset if one of my survivors die." I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. You get quite attached to them, don't you? But that's the cool thing about State of Decay. I mean, with DayZ, you know, you have your soft skills down in the bottom left hand corner, but I don't think we ever really noticed, do we? But in State of Decay 2, as your survivors, you know, shoot their guns more and run more and craft more and do all that sort of stuff, they get better at doing different things, get better at melee combat and things like that. So they actually become, the more you can keep a survivor alive, the more of a useful character they are. But if they die, that's it, they're dead. There's no save game, you can't roll it back. And then they're walking around as a zombie as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I've had some quite high level. Is this Krasno? Yeah, it's quite high level characters that I spent a long time with. Got killed. Sometimes they would get killed accidentally. If you always used to have to be very careful if the character was like the tag along player. You know, when you say "come with me," and then you forget to give them some bandages, or you forget to give them enough ammo, and all of a sudden they're meleeing all the zombies. Also, generally, if you were going up against enemy AI people, it was best to do it by yourself and not take your an oppo along, a friendly AI oppo, because they could get killed then fairly easily, and you wouldn't know. You'd be like, "Oh, where are they gone?" And there'd just be this dead body, and you'd be like, "Oh my god!" So cool. Oh, backpack. Nothing in it though. I think I like my big red backpack. Yeah, there's not much I really. Oh, hello, zombie. Let's give the M4 a workout, shall we? What time is it in the UK? 20 to 10, says Corbin. Rossi says, how are you? I'm glad to catch stream. Welcome aboard, Rossi. Thanks for coming along. Hey, hope you're having a good night, says 373RM17Y. Alright, okay, I think we just followed this road here. We could go and have a look at Krasno military base. Or we could go down into Kamensk. I know what we'll do. We won't go into Kamensk, but we will go down to the bottom because there is a little barracks down here where there's a chance that a truck could spawn. In fact, I think this might originally where I got my truck. A fresh truck may have spawned there. Oh, Eternity. Sorry, mate. The GURP says, hello, good evening. Good evening, GURPster. Thank you for joining. We're just out for a stroll in the north of Chernihiv by Kamensk. There's one of those rather cool... should put the vicar out of his misery. Ooh. Although, you're not putting them out of your misery, are you, in this game? Because they're not dead. I suppose you are putting them out of their misery. They are infected. But they're not zombies. So in theory, we could, if we had the right medicine, heal them of the infection. There's a lot of them, though. I remember coming here as a new player and getting attacked by wolves. So I should check the silencer on my M4. Worn. I don't know what you fix the silencer with. Gun repair kit, is it? Have I got one of them? No. Right, I think we head round to the left here. I think. Maybe, depends. Do we? Let's have a look. Gun repair. The GURP says, I was just in Chernihiv, you just relieved them of their pain. That's true. Bahar, how come they're not zombies? Aha, because that's not the law of the game, Bahar. Beam Interactive, fix the game, please, says Ivor. Gun repair. Manona says you can use duct tape to repair. Aha. Yeah, so Bahar, tell him. Yeah, so DayZ isn't... the Z, or the Z, doesn't stand for zombie. It stands for day zero. And, right, yeah, I've got to follow the road this way. Yeah, and the idea is that they're not infected, they're not zombies, they didn't die and then come back to life. They just caught this rather odd disease that turns them into these aggressive, non-sleeping non-eating, well, as far as you know, I guess we don't see them eating or sleeping, people wandering around the map who are zombified, but they're not zombies, they're just infected people. Very sad. And for some reason, in DayZ, you wake up on the beach in Chenris, and you are immune to the disease. That's why when the zombies bite you or scratch you, whatever, you don't become a zombie. You can die of obviously blood loss and blood poisoning and all sorts of other nasty things, but you don't become one of them, which is a big mystery. There's no official law as to how it happened. You can go back to the DayZ mod days with Dean Hall and kind of the stuff that he has said. You know, that they've said why it started. But DayZ Standalone hasn't got any law. Adam Franku, the lead developer behind DayZ, has a custom map that he's got for PC called Namalsk. You may well have heard of it. Really cool map that he started with the Arma 2 day, so sort of 10 years ago with Arma 2, maybe even longer actually. And that he's woven that into the lore of DayZ. It's not official, even though he's the lead developer. It's not official. And in his version of why this infection started is that it's come from aliens. Well, it's extraterrestrial in origin. Let's put it that way. So if you play his map, if you play the Namalsk on PC, the DayZ, you can find these various clues around Namalsk about what happened. There's these diary entries. So it's really cool. Actually, you go out onto the ice. There's these ice fields where there's like a nuclear submarine that's trapped in the ice where everybody's been killed. And you go out there and you can read the diary entries of people who kind of say what's happened. And the whole idea is that Namalsk is the reason why DayZ started, because they were doing they found some extraterrestrial objects there and started to investigate them. This non-governmental agency. And so they found these things and they started experimenting, and they opened up like a teleport to another world or another dimension. And then NATO and Russia were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And then kind of started to fight a war over this island and fired nukes at this island. Unfortunately, they fired the nuke just as the scientists were experimenting with opening up a portal to this other dimension or this other world, and then the explosion for the nuke went through, and the aliens on the other side of it weren't very happy, as you can imagine, to have a nuclear weapon explode in their world, and so they then sent these comets towards Earth, which passed the Earth, and then a few days later people started ooh, what's that doing there? I think this is here from last time I was here, these barrels, because I found a truck and I took some barrels out. Yeah. And with his latest update that happened a couple of days ago, you can actually travel to this other world. So that's another reason for me to clagging up my cloud gaming PC so I can stream to YouTube. So we can do that. We can have a look and find out what's on the other side. Okay. It's a bit of a crap fence, this. Kind of doesn't really stop people getting into the area, does it? Right, let's have a quick look. at the map. I think we're going to visit the military base up here. Yeah, military base at Kamensk. Let me take a... Oh, cream soda. Uvis Luxmelis says, "Hi Rob, good to see you again, DayZ. Good to hear from you as well, Uvis. Thank you for joining the stream." Sergio Revenge said, "Are you going full armor law?" Well, that's not from me. That's from Adam. Ivo says, "You are the best." Oh, thank you. Sergio says, "Yes, Reptilian Overlords. I made a DayZ raid song singing about this. Hilarious. Sounds cool. Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch. Love it." Bahar Talib says, "Wouldn't the diaries be in Russian? Did you translate?" Yeah, you would have thought they would be, wouldn't you? But no, they're very kindly, they're in English. Sergio says, "Viral warfare via comets, meteors." Hell yeah. There we go, see? That's what it is. Okay, so Kamensk's military base is just up there somewhere, isn't it? I think we head down here a little bit. Oh no, there's a couple of paths we can follow, isn't there? Or a couple of streams that we can follow. Oh, skipping a bit tonight, the game. So my plan is hopefully to try and set up my PC, my cloud gaming PC, so that I can play it like I'm playing DayZ on console, which is on my sort of TV, my big TV, relaxing, lying back in my game chair, on a controller, because controller does work with PC. Up to a point, you do have to use a keyboard for some stuff. That way, I can kind of just chill out and enjoy it, because I've only got a laptop. And the problem with that is it gets a bit uncomfortable, you know, trying to stream, because the keyboard's quite small and it's all a bit tense, you know. It's not the way I'm playing right now is I am in the spare bedroom. I've got a budget gaming PC chair, but it's a recliner, so it's quite comfortable, so I can lean back a little bit in it. It's got armrests, I've got my elbows, I've got my PlayStation controller in my hand, and I'm just chilling out, enjoying it. You know, it's not stressful at all. It's incredibly comfortable. I think we go north here, don't we? This is the base now. That water doesn't look very nice, does it? But I bet you can go fishing in it. Right, okay. Here we go. Let's head up here. Let's see what we can find. Maybe we could do with a new AK, because I want to get them worn, and our M4's getting a bit worn as well. I don't think there's any vehicles up here. Bob says, "Oh, I missed the start again." No worries, Bob. Bob, I am well. I hope you are well too. Ubi says, "Thanks, Bob. I'm great. You?" "I'm well," says Bob. Sergio says, "Sorry, mate. Song fits with the mouse law a bit. Thought you might like it. It's old-timey jazzy feel." It's a bit difficult to get it in the text form, isn't it? A bit difficult. Well, there could be a truck up at the top. So we're not really looking for much here. I guess I could do with a bigger backpack, but I quite like the mountain backpack. The big assault backpack would, but I think they look a bit over the top, you know. These gates all blown open, very cool. Is there anything in these anymore? Someone said stuff had stopped spawning. Yeah. I'm going to be working on some fresh XML mods over the next... this is good, isn't it? I love all this... ruins. Yeah, fresh XML mods. I'm going to work on a helicopter one. You know how when you find a helicopter crash, even on modded servers like this one, it's always a bit disappointing, isn't it? You're like, oh, there's never cool stuff there normally. Sometimes you'll be lucky and there might be something good, but a lot of the time there isn't. So I thought, right, let's come up with a helicopter XML mod, like the guys have done the shop, and people have done like stocked bars now. I don't know if you've seen those. So when you go into the taverns, it's like there's lots of bottles behind the bar, which is really cool. But I wanted, so when you go inside a helicopter crash, there are, you know, M16s and M4s along the inside the Huey anyway, and then maybe like Dragonovs and AKs inside the Russian one. Although the problem is that the Russian wreck is rusty, isn't it, and looks like it's been there a long time. You know, climb over it. You should be able to make sandbags, shouldn't you, like that? Should be part of the crafting process, it's part of the building process. So maybe with the Russian one, leave it. But I don't know. I'll start with the Huey though. Nothing. There's bound to be some zombies around here, though. I do have to be careful. If there's bound to be lots of zombies. I suppose it's not terrible, the axe. Yeah, I mean, I like the way that you can block their attacks now. That is good. That is good. And you don't take any damage. Ooh, this is a bit odd. Why is there no loot? As a server owner, when you come into a place and there's no loot at all, you sort of think, wait a minute, what have I done? I've broken the server somehow. I was fiddling around with it the other day. Ooh, there's nothing here. Uh-oh. There's nothing here. I'm going to have to go and check the server, I think. The server log files, that is. The server XML, sorry. What was I messing around with? Plate carriers. I was messing around with plate carriers. I remember thinking at the time, if you mess this up, it's going to bugger up the server. And it may well have. Just there's nothing spawned in here at all. It's empty, isn't it? There's nothing. Nothing. Alright, a knife. Okay. Still not much though. It's not what you would expect. Zombies have got stuff on them. That's one good thing. Okay, so there is an M4 there. Right, okay. I'm still going to check though, because it could be that this is left over. What condition is it in? Pristine. Okay, so let's put that on our shoulder. Let's nick the okay, so we've got it was just odd that all those other tents there wasn't anything, but that M16, see, that could have been left over from before I did. I tell you what, this melee, yeah, I enjoy this melee now. I think it's better than it used to be. I mean, the one-shot kills are always good fun. Yeah, he's got a torch on him, which is good. Okay, so there is a transceiver there. Not much else though. Yeah. Oh, I see. See, there's a KA-101. Again, pristine. Uses 556 by 45, which is that the same as this one? 556 by 39. All right, so they use the same as the. Does it use the same bullets as the M4? Does, doesn't it? 556 by 45. 556 by 45. Cool. We'll take the suppressor. Let's drop that. Okay, peeps. So I'm going to call it a night because I need to go and check these files just to make sure I didn't bugger up the XML files for the server when I was playing around with the other night, adding more armoured plates in for people. So that's quite embarrassing, really. Anyway, let me just up the chat before I go. Don't worry, Job. Here we go. Did you change the lifetime of the loot? No. Geezer says, I believe the pickaxe and the sledgehammer do more damage in killing zombies. Probably right there. Coupled M4 mag where you killed those first two. Lifetime and restock. I made my stuff scarce. Hardcore. Baha says, Sergio Revenge, they sell them all over Europe, like in the UK too. The fire axe is my favourite melee, says the Gupster. Yes, I love it. Sergio says, infected by someone already in the chopper, who may have been infected and no one knew. Timothy says, so any thoughts on why zombies are hitting from like 6 feet away? Yeah, it's the code needs changing, doesn't it? They've made a mistake with the hitboxes. Yon of Cherner says, do you play PC? I do. Gups says, slim pickings. Absolutely. Don't worry, Rob, it's just looted. Probably. Sergio says, maybe they're transporting an injured person they turned, causing the crash, then severe injuries upon impact, as well as the noise bringing an infected like a dinner bell. So by the time... Yeah, sounds like a good story. MTBR says, can I just thank you for your work on YouTube, bro? Hey, thank you for watching. You arrive, no survivors. Corbin says, maybe someone's just looted. Could be, but I want to check anyway. Bob says, yeah, Timothy, that bugs hell at me too. Sergio says, I love some... I've lost myself. I love some Jack's Links jerky. Legit, tons of flavours drive me at getting on. Timothy says, I didn't know if it was on purpose by the game dev or it scales downloads. Geezy Game says, you can get one-shot kill with a melee weapon from behind. You can. Stealth kill. Very cool. Timothy says, there is a better. Try Mingwa. MTBR says, I challenge anyone in the chat to try and hunt me down before I hunt you down in a forest. Bob says, sometimes in my heli crashes there are phantom undrivable trucks or sometimes phantom bears. Ooh. Have a good night till next time. Bahar says, take care, Rob. Thanks for the contact. Good boy, good GB. Good night. Good night. Thank you very much, everybody. And I'll see you all again soon.